So first of all, Salek Mr. Moonim won his case in the High Court, and then that was subject to a challenge which had to be heard in the Court of Appeal. And that was heard very recently, and it was successfully repelled by Salek. So all of the points that were taken against him were mostly challenges about factual findings, and every matter that was taken against him was dismissed. So fortunately, from our perspective, the appeal was fully successful, and Mr. Moonim was fully vindicated on all points. 3 cases were originally all listed together. One of them was hived off and was stayed pending the other 2 being heard. So the first 2 have been heard successfully. One of those only was the subject of the Court of Appeal matter, and that was relating to the company case. That is the bit that's now been resolved at this stage. And the third bit which remains is a defamation trial, which has been put on ice previously but is now going to come back, if it is going to be effective. We're hoping that it might be settled sufficiently, because so far Mr. Moonim Salek has won on everything, and inevitably that's going to be the case going forward, we believe. But if it doesn't get settled, then that will be heard in due course, probably in the next few months. I don't think there is any chance of it going to the Supreme Court from the Court of Appeal. There's been no application for permission to appeal, and if it were sought, it's very likely that it would be refused. So at this stage of the proceedings, everything has gone in Mr. Moonim's favour. He's won on everything. So no further appeal is likely or expected. So it's just a question of 1/3 part of the matter going back to the High Court and being resolved in due course. And we're very confident that will be another victory for Mr. Moonim. It shouldn't be remarkable. It's mostly unfortunate because of falling out of business relationships that it would obviously be much better if that had never been the case in the first place. It's potentially remarkable in that we're still here, despite there having been so many victories so far for Salek. And really, it should have been resolved by agreements already. So it's unfortunate in that respect, but unfortunately there is lots of litigation that's like that. So in another respect, not remarkable.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম। আমরা আজকে এখানে এসেছি আমাদের রিসেন্টলি যে হাইকোর্টের ডিসিশনটা 2022-এর, যেটা সুপ্রিম কোর্ট অফ আপিল বহাল রেখেছে। 14 ফেব্রুয়ারি 2024-এ এই কোর্ট অফ আপিল এই রায়টা দেন, এবং 2022-এর ট্রায়াল কোর্টের ডিসিশনটাকে ওনারা বহাল রেখেছে। তো এটার জন্য আমরা আজকে এখানে জড়ো হয়েছি। তো আমরা প্রথমত লোশেফকে কংগ্রাচুলেশন জানাতে চাই। এটা অবশ্যই লোশেফের ক্রেতাদের জন্য, কাস্টমারদের জন্য, শেয়ার হোল্ডারদের জন্য, সব শুভাকাঙ্ক্ষীদের জন্য এটা একটা খুবই অত্যন্ত একটা গর্বের বিষয় এবং একটা খুশির বিষয় যে এরকম একটা আইনি লড়াইতে লোশেফ এবং মোহাম্মদ মুনিম সালেক ভাই সফল হয়েছে।
Thank you everyone for coming down today. And firstly, I would like to thank my legal team, especially Nabila. She has been working for the last 5 years through so many difficult challenges. And it's unfortunate that we reached that stage. And I would also like to thank Mesurier and Dr. Tim for seeing us through this. I wish we never got to this stage. It's never pleasant to have such cases coming to High Court. It's draining, it's stressful, and it's costly for everyone. I wish we could have settled it amicably, but unfortunately we are where we are, and I'm very pleased that the court has seen and the decision they have made. I'm very grateful for seeing the facts within the various accusations that come toward us, and I'd like to thank Nabila, Kennedy, Mess and Dr. Tim for seeing this case through. And I would also like to thank all the well-wishers who have supported us throughout this unfortunate event.